My name is Joe Franco, and for my formal report, I decided to do a feasibility report on bringing an NBA franchise to the city of Omaha. Now, Omaha is a great place to live. It's a fun city, and there's a lot of things to do. However, I believe there is one missing, factor to really boost our city from where we are now to one of the major cities in the United States, like a Chicago or like a New York. And I believe that one missing link is a professional sports team. Now, what I did is I broke down the feasibility of owning an NBA franchise in Omaha because I believe an NBA team would benefit our city, Omaha, the people of Omaha, and the NBA itself. And there's three reasons I broke down how an NBA team would benefit our town, and those three reasons would be affordability and an improved economy in Omaha. It would increase the legitimacy of Omaha, and it would escalate the overall happiness of the people of Omaha. The first reason, affordability, there's really two factors of doing that, and that's through advertising and ticket sales and revenue. So advertising, I really broke down into two different ways to do it, which would be digital and spacing. Now digital, you could really advertise a lot of different companies because those advertisements cycle out throughout the game, so you can get a lot of companies and it's faster as opposed to just having one poster of one company. It would continuously change throughout the game, so you'd see more advertisements. And spacing, if we find unique spots to advertise in the CenturyLink, because obviously the CenturyLink would be the home court of our NBA team, and so an average basketball game is 3 hours, so the person attending would, either subconsciously or consciously pick up your company's logo in a spot that they would see at least once a game. And that's where the spacing comes in. It'd be once a game something unique, like a bathroom urinal, or like the backboard of the basketball hoop, or maybe the ball or your seat that you're sitting in. You could have a company logo on there. So just a unique space that an average fan would see at least once a game. Secondly, would be revenue from ticket sales. So the CenturyLink holds 17,560 people. I researched the average ticket cost for an NBA team, and the lowest one for probably the worst team was right around $30. So let's say that Omaha would sell their tickets for right around $30 a ticket. Now you take $30 times the maximum seating, 17,560, and you get a total of $526,800 each game. Multiply that by 41 home games each season. And each season, you would bring a revenue just from tickets of $21,598,800. That's just tickets. That's not counting concessions. That's not counting raffles. That's not counting memorabilia like jerseys. So obviously that would bring in more money too. There's a few cons of affordability in owning an NBA team. That would be head coach and assistant coach salaries, player salaries, and an increasing salary cap. So an assistant coach, there's an average about 3 to 4 each team, and each assistant coach earns a couple $100,000. Let's call it $200,000. Times 3, that's $600,000. Head coaches, and on average, make about $3 million. So really, you're looking at a little bit of north of $4 million a year for a coach's salary. Now, players is a whole different ball game because obviously better players earn more money. Like Anthony Davis is making $100 million plus each for like 5 years in New Orleans. And there's players on the lower end, they're only earning $1 or $2 million a year. So it really all depends, but the average is around $5 to $10 million a year for a player. So obviously, if Omaha got a big name, they would pay that person more. But $5 to $10 million, that's affordable considering we're bringing in $21 million a year just in tickets. So the biggest problem would be the salary cap, because the salary cap is increasing each year. And so the problem with an increasing salary cap is it leads to a demand for higher pay by the players and coaches, because a team theoretically has more money to pay them, so why wouldn't they? So that would be an issue you'd have to work out through contracts and whatnot and so forth. So affordability inevitably leads into an improving economy. Like I said, ticket sales would bring in revenue that the team brings in. And so with a revenue, owning a team about 5 to 10 years, you would have a profit, and you could take that profit and do two things. You can improve the team, or you can improve the town. And so if owning an NBA team and you have money from profit, you could improve the town with roads and bridges and potholes in exchange for something like free parking once a week for every home game or something like that. You could work out a deal to benefit the city and your team at the same time. And also the people of Omaha would improve the economy, obviously, going to restaurants and bars before and after a game, that would just double, that would skyrocket. If you look at Creighton basketball numbers, it's obviously higher than when there's not a basketball game. And then outsiders could go to attractions like the zoo or something else in Omaha, which would bring in even more money. So the second reason of legitimizing Omaha, like I said earlier, more people in Omaha means more money. And we really just want to make Omaha a major city as a tourist attraction, which would bring in even more people. More people leaves more money. It's kind of a circle. And if Omaha is legit, you could bring in Midwest visitors like people in Iowa, Kansas City, St. Louis, maybe even, to come to a couple games a year to Omaha because of proximity. It's close and it's something to do, And so my third reason of bringing an NBA franchise to Omaha would be it would increase the well-being of the people of Omaha. They'd be happier because there'd be a unified team to root for. Omaha is kind of split between Creighton fans and Nebraska fans. Not a lot of people in the middle. It's usually either one or the other. And having a team to represent your city would unify the people of Omaha to say, hey, we have one team, let's all root for them. And they could rally behind them. And so having a team would also bring constant entertainment. People sometimes complaining there's nothing to do in Omaha. Well, there'd be a minimum of 2 home games a year during the basketball season from October to about May when the playoffs start. And so from that time frame, you'd have at least something to do at least twice a week. And you can also say, even if the team was bad, you could say, hey, like LeBron James or Steph Curry or Kevin Durant, they're playing our team in Omaha, let's go check them out. And so that would also bring in more people to go see the games. And lastly, speaking of LeBron, he's kind of the face of Cleveland. So Omaha could go out and find their own, face. And when he won the championship a couple days ago in Cleveland, he was a hero to their city. And so if Omaha could find that person to, rally behind if we inevitably win the NBA Finals, then we could look at that person as a hero and treat them well, and they would treat us well. So in conclusion, an NBA franchise would benefit the city of Omaha for 3 reasons, really. The affordability would inevitably lead to an increased economy in Omaha. It would also legitimize Omaha as a major city in the United States. And third, it would really just increase the overall happiness of the people of Omaha and the people who live here. We could take pride into something like that. And so my recommendations moving forward would be to immediately start researching which NBA franchise we would like to bring to Omaha, which team really would fit best. Secondly, I would say we would have to advertise at least 1 year prior to bringing our team to Omaha to create hype and to alert the public, hey, we're bringing a team to Omaha. Get ready, buy tickets. Third, I would team up with other people to cut costs, to advertise, bring in more revenue, to afford an NBA team. And lastly, start looking for players you want to bring to Omaha. Maybe we can talk LeBron James next year into coming to Omaha once his contract's up. Who knows? Thank you.